Hello and welcome to the Northeast Allotment. Well, here we are. I haven't been on YouTube for a long time and I thought, well, today is the day that I'm going to upload a video and just show you where I'm at. Here we have a bit of a tour of my plot. There's my shed looking good. You can see that my plot is looking pretty green at the moment. It's come on really well this year again. I've virtually got the whole of this side is full of potatoes. I've got some first earlies in here, and you can see already that some of them are starting to put flowers on them. So that's not good, but it is what it is. It's been very warm. Hardly any water here. Yesterday we got a little bit of sprinkling in the morning, but apart from that, that's it. Anyway, so right, let's get on with it. We have here broccoli, and you can see already the infamous seeding of my broccoli is happening already, so I don't hold much hope for that stuff. Sunflowers, I have a couple of good sunflowers and I have a couple of good weeds. Look, there you go, weed, and some of my plants in between them. Sunflowers are all right. This was supposed to have been cabbage, and I've overwintered them, but as you can see, that does not look like a piece of cabbage. That looks like purple sprouting broccoli. So there you go. But some of these other stuff looks all right, and to be honest with you, I was in two minds whether to pull them in April, May time, because I had no hope for them whatsoever, but they've come on, so I've been all right. In here we have sprouts, and there we have broccoli again. Broad beans, I did three lots of broad beans. One I put in the ground, and one I put in the polytunnel, and one I did down here already. And you can see the ones in the polytunnel have come on and they've started to grow pods. The ones I put straight in the ground, to be honest with you, there is no difference. So you could just turn around and say put them straight into the ground. You know, broad beans put straight in the ground. So that's my experience from this year. In here I've got some carrots coming on. You can just see the heads of them coming on. Onions, these are Chinese onions this year, and you can see some of them are starting to go overwintered. I put them in I can't remember when, let me just look at the label. I'll tell you exactly when I put them in. 1st of the 10th 20, so I put them in October, and they're just about ready for pulling. Some of them are nice and big, some of them not so good. Red onions, now this has been one of my biggest failings this year. Red onions have been absolutely terrible, but on saying that though, my neighbour in my opposite plot has had exactly the same experiences. I've got some weeds in there, I'm going to pull some weeds out of here. Overwintered leeks, look, they're ready to come out. I need to pull them out. Beetroot, this is all beetroot in here, and it all wants thinning out and swapping around. There's another weed there, so that wants to come out and be thinned, and I'll thin that. In here we've got cabbages and some cauliflower, and they're looking really good already, coming on just nicely. I've got one weed that I'm going to go and take out. I'll just take you in there now. Look, it's my brassica cage. Last year I suffered really badly with the old dreaded white butterfly. So I've got some stuff, and I'll show you what it is in a minute. White butterfly and some slug remover. But to be honest with you, it was really expensive. So yeah, pull these weeds out. Look, they look all right, don't they? They don't look too bad at all. Oh, there's another weed right there at the back. So I'll just come out here on the back. That one hasn't come on too well. There might still get back. There's a weed there. No. Here we go. Some of this ain't too bad. Some of this is not very good at all though as well. There you go. Boom. Right. Oh, there's another. Now I'm in here. Look. I'm seeing loads of weeds and pulling them out as I go along. It's because I bloody water them twice a day. Always water your cauliflowers even though it rains. That's what I was told, so that's what I've been doing. Now that one there might have been eaten by something, but I don't know yet. Have to wait and see. Pulling that out. Put that in there. compost bin. Swede or turnip or whatever you call it in where you live. This is swede. Okay, so I've got all my swede in there. Peas this year. This is my peas under here this year. Don't look too bad. To be honest with you, it's been a slow start to my peas. So I've got my peas in there, look. Sweet corn. I've come right down this year. So I've come right down to virtually outside the shed this year. And I've got some beans there. And these are, can't remember what they're called, the sweet beans or something, I don't know. Anyway, I put them in the gutter. And they'll come on from there. But I've just picked up a cabbage. Onions, here you go. These are radar. Again, planted 11th to the 10th. These have been overwintered. So these are starting to be ready to come out. I've got some scalps on them. So these are just about ready to come out now. No matter what anybody says to you, be careful of potatoes. Potatoes grow absolutely anywhere back again. And they're courgettes. And I haven't put anything in there at all. Rhubarb. I've got rhubarb, raspberries, pears, plums. And you can see there cherries, apple tree, plum tree, pear tree, rhubarb. And these are blackcurrants, gooseberries and gooseberries. So that's like my fruit corner. And I've been in trouble a little bit because people have told me that I'm not allowed to plant any more fruit trees. So I won't do that again. Polytunnel. Here we go, look. I've got some lovely lettuce in here. Radishes coming on again that need thinning out. And my tomatoes are coming on just fine. I've got one pepper plant just there that needs sorting out. So I'll sort that. This is my grape tree. Grape plant, grape tree, grape, whatever, it's grapes. I'm hoping to get, I got some grapes off of it last year. Cucumbers, beetroot, I love my beetroot, beetroot's in here again. And we'll do some pickling again this year for beetroot. So that's that. Roses. Roses starting to come out, look. Strawberries. Okay, I'm going to have an amazing crop of strawberries and there's loads of strawberries in here. Look at them. Some loads of red ones. Look at the red ones down here and you can just see them starting to poke through. In here I have a radish there, but these are supposed to be parsnips, so we've got parsnips in there. And that's just about my tour of the plot. So it's come on really well. I've done some good stuff this year. Shed's alright. Been really busy with work and other stuff, fixing the mowers. I'm having abundance of mowers. So I'm just going to take you in the shed. Remember, I built this from the ground up. So I've got a few lawn mowers in here, and you can see here. So this is the stuff that I'm trying to use. I've got this Grazers white cabbage butterflies and caterpillar spray. I've also got this slug and snail stuff. Look, not cheap. That was not cheap at all, and actually that made my eyes sting when I had to buy it. So I was not impressed at all. My shed, just a mess. To be honest with you, I do come in here and tidy up, and to be honest with you, I've had a few barbecues. My barbecues is here. What I do normally is I come down, a few sausages in a bag with a couple of buns, and I just stick them on the barbecue, and I stop here all day. Bring some water down with me, and I stop here all day, and it's quite pleasant. Been quite pleasant. So that's that. View from top to bottom. Oh, last year I decided to sort out my IBS containers and I've put them together. I've got a new composter that I sorted out last year. All of this is plumbed in and it's got a submersible pump in here that I pump the water out with. So that's that. It works really, really well. Yeah, there you go. I'll give you a quick look over the neighbour's plots. This is Vanessa's. Vanessa, she does really, really well. She gives me loads of stuff. and look how different this is compared to what it was 2 years ago. All right, you just have to think of what it used to look like, a field. On the other side then, from my other neighbour, got a fuchsia plant in there. Look, I just put in. Look at these. These love it here, don't they? Lavender. Comes back every year. Goes absolutely bonkers. Right, Brian. Let's have a look at Brian's plot. Brian's plot, this is raspberries. This is all his raspberry please. Who can remember how it looked when it was all covered in weeds? So I've got some really good neighbours now again, and they keep on top of their plants and everything else. So that's really good for me. I'm trying the gravel in between the raised beds at the moment, and it seems to be working just fine. So I'm going to have to get myself a load more now and put it down. I've got some cauliflowers in here, and these are cauliflower triumphant. A bit close together at the moment, but you can just see them popping their heads through. One of my other neighbours, Steve, he told me to try these cauliflowers. He gave me a couple last year at Christmas, and they're absolutely amazing. So I said to him, so what are they? And he told me they were triumphant. He says, overwinter them. So stick them in now. Well, stick them in about May, June time, Billy, and then they'll come on just fine. Right, so that's it for now then. Thanks very much for having a look. I know it's not very much, and I do try to do my best, but it is what it is. Thank you very much for now. TTFM.